everyone, and welcome to another segment of AstrologyAnswers.com's weekly horoscope. My name is Terence Gardino. The week begins on Monday, March the 5th. And by Tuesday, communication thinking Mercury is leaving more of this unfocused, dreamy, creative sign of Pisces and moving more into sharp, quick, impulsive Aries. Venus on Tuesday has also been in Pisces for the past month. Venus is about relationships, is about creativity. It was also in Pisces. It's actually a good place for Venus. And it could have really inspired the imagination, awaken more love and compassion. But Venus is also moving into Aries. The thing about Aries, it's a fire sign, where Pisces was a water sign. Water is emotional, sensitive. Water needs a container or it spills all over the place. But fire is inspirational, combustible, high energy. And so with Mercury and Venus there, you're more apt to be being more assertive, taking action. It's going to be a lot more social and much more outgoing. By Thursday, expansive Jupiter is going retrograde. Now it goes retrograde every year for a number of months. It just depends if it's affecting your chart. If the Jupiter is stopping and it's forming a direct impact to a planet in your chart, it could still be waking a lot of opportunities, but with the retrograde, it could be that these opportunities are less apparent and are incubating and taking time to develop. It can also mean that whatever Jupiter was promising up until this Thursday, now it just seems like it's being delayed. It's not turning out as expected because that Jupiter is turning more inward as opposed to when it was direct and being more outward. And then by Saturday, decision-making, thinking Mercury is in a stressful angle to Saturn, a square angle to Saturn. This is a day where communications may be strained, where you may be saying goodbye. There may be some endings, but it can also be a time when you're very serious, and it could be good for concentration, for studying. But you got to be careful that you're not looking at life with a glass half empty as opposed to the glass half full, because Mercury-Saturn can trigger more limited, negative, worrisome thinking. And so that could be difficult with business relationships, with personal relationships. But by Sunday, the energy is really starting to open up. Assertive Mars is excellent with liberating Uranus. You're more willing to take a risk, go on an adventure, try something new. The energy is really dynamic to break out of your old stuck patterns and go with it. That goes along with the Sun on Sunday. Excellent with Pluto. Pluto's that planet of transformation, letting go and allowing this rebirth and new energy. So I think maybe for most of you, by Saturday, with that Mercury-Saturn, you're doing some real heavy thinking, and it's like, this isn't working for me anymore, I gotta let this go. You may be worried about making these decisions. But obviously on Sunday, most of you, after what you were really contemplating and seriously thinking about on Saturday, you're ready to go for it on Sunday and make these positive changes to get you out of that stuck rut or that limited thinking, or where you're feeling more limited and contained and frustrated. So the week is going to end off with you feeling much more dynamic and ambitious. But that Thursday with Jupiter going retrograde, by Saturday with Mercury, Saturn, there might be a hiccup. You might be, oh, things are slowing down. You might be worrying about the worst case scenarios. But by Sunday, you've had enough of it and you're ready to forge ahead and take action. Before I sign off, I want to remind you I'm available for the one-question offer for a nominal fee. You can find a direct link to order the question under the video in the description box. And the time of birth is always important. And if you could put your birth information in with your message to me, that'll make sure I have the information accurately. So I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you next week with my next segment. Until then, have a great week.